Good evening. It is 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and I am coming on here to talk to you guys about beliefs today. I quickly want to share this on my couple of my other pages quick before I get started, and hope that we can get some people on here. So while I am getting this set, you guys all know, if you've been watching, that I've been struggling since the 4th of July and really taking time to work through it and clean up my thoughts and wrap my mind around everything that happened, everything I need to let go of, everything that, all my plans for the future. And so I've been kind of just taking you guys on that journey with me and not necessarily really teaching you anything specific, but just kind of letting you see what transformation looks like. Well, part of transformation is changing beliefs. Now, that is something that most of my clients struggle with. And it sounds impossible, but it is a lot easier than we think. The concept is easier than we think. Actually doing it takes a little bit of time. So if you are joining me, say hi. I would love to know who is on here. And if you like anything that I'm talking about, it helps me a lot when you comment or like or share the video, especially when I'm on live. If you share the video while I'm on live, it really helps me reach some people that wouldn't maybe not normally see me. Then they get to decide if they want to watch or if they like what I'm saying. Okay, so like I was saying before, I have been working through some of my own stuff, and what day is it today? It's the 9th. So within the last 5 days, I have really been paying attention to my thoughts, my feelings, been really working on taking responsibility for both of those and not placing blame. But what happened while I was going through this was I uncovered some beliefs that I did not know that I had. They were beliefs that I think I've carried with me through childhood. And if I'm going to move forward and I'm going to evolve into like the highest version of myself, I need to let go of some of these beliefs. Beliefs about people, beliefs about family, beliefs about myself. And I thought that maybe it would be helpful if I kind of talked about beliefs, what beliefs are, and how to go about changing them. So the beliefs that I uncovered, I'm not ready to share specifically yet out of respect for all parties involved. But I will eventually share them here or on my webinar. But there are beliefs that I don't like very much, and once I realized that I had them, I was actually really shocked. And what's shocking me the most is that all of the tools and concepts that I have and that I've been saying that I believe and teach and stuff, I really thought that I was believing and living them, but now I see that in this area of my life, I've been not like 100% believing the things that I've been talking about. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to really put into use the tools and the concepts and all the knowledge that I have around thoughts and feelings and all these other things, manuals that we have for other people. So what a belief is a thought that you have thought over and over and over and over and over again until it just became a belief. Now, this is anything, your belief, your religious beliefs, your beliefs about what color things are, beliefs about family and relationships, so beliefs about yourself, beliefs about food or your abilities. Money is a really, really, really big one that most people have really strong beliefs about that they aren't even really realizing. So you might believe you have to work hard for money, or money is the root of all evil. People with money aren't kind or caring. Lots of things. There's lots of things. It's just a belief that you have, or I'm sorry, it's just a thought that you have thought over and over again until it became your like go-to thought. You don't even have to think about it. It's just part of your nature. And so it can feel really daunting and feel really impossible to change your thoughts, especially when you think that you have no control over your beliefs. Well, I just believe that. It must be true. And that's not true. You didn't just believe it always. You were taught to believe it. And you can teach yourself to believe something else. So the way that we do that is by, so let's just say you have a belief that you're always going to struggle with your weight. If you believe that, that is going to be your belief, that is going to be your truth. And some people hear this always, oh, it's just part of your genes. Everybody in our family struggles with the weight. You're never going to be able to keep it off. Like all of these things that people say, and then we tend to believe it. We watch other people struggle or lose weight and put the weight back on, and it just becomes ingrained in us that that's just like a universal truth, that that's always going to be the case. And that's not always going to be the case unless you believe it. Now, if you want to change that belief, what you need to do is change the thought. So if your thought is, I'm always going to struggle with my weight, that is going to be your results. So if your weight is your circumstance, your thought is that you're always going to struggle with it. You're probably going to feel pretty discouraged, which is going to cause you to not try very hard to lose the weight or to keep it off, and you are going to have this up and down struggle. But if you could change that thought to, even if it's just something like it's not everybody struggles with their weight, then you can start to shift that thought a little bit. So really all we need to do is we need to what do you want your new belief to be, and then just practice that over and over. So my new belief that I want to believe is that I can love unconditionally, which means no matter what somebody does, says, is, was, whatever, that I can love them no matter what. That means no matter what. And that thought actually can be kind of scary. What does that mean? That means that if somebody hurts me physically, hurts me emotionally, hurts my children, believes something that I don't believe, disagrees with me, whatever it is, that there's always love there. And I've had very strong beliefs about love, which is why I've been struggling with love the last 5 days. And this is just nature's way of letting me know that this is my area to work on. Now, it's not that I'm not a loving person, because I am a very loving person, and I care deeply about everybody, like everyone. If somebody cared or was crying in the store, I would probably stop and cry with that person, not even knowing what it was about. I care very much about people, and I want other people to know that and believe that, even with the people who think differently of me. But I also believe that I have to allow other people to be wrong about me if I'm going to just continue to move forward and continue to grow and evolve into the person that I want to become. So beliefs can be a little tricky, but I think the trickiest part is actually uncovering the belief that's holding you back from where you want to be. And maybe for you it's money. Maybe for you it's weight. Maybe for you it's your religion. Maybe it's relationships. Whatever it is. Maybe it's your job or your goals. Whatever it is. It's our beliefs that hold us back if we're not clear on what they are. It's actually our thoughts that hold us back, but our beliefs are just thoughts practiced over. So those ones tend to be the hardest ones to change and to break. But if you want to change it, it's possible. You just need to practice the new belief over and over and over until it becomes your go-to belief. And it'll just come naturally. Like, there's just certain things that we do that we don't even think about. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head, of course. So my work the last couple of days has been to really own the fact that I am in control of my feelings, and all of my hurt feelings and negative feelings that I've been experiencing are because of me, my thoughts. Now, when I had a whole day where I cried and resisted and argued and kicked and screamed and no, it's not me, it's somebody else. But I got through that. And on the other side of that was this unbelievable, peaceful feeling. And I uncovered some of these beliefs, and it was freeing. It felt already so free. Now, that might sound strange because it's like, well, if you're the one who's in control, if you're the one who's hurting your feelings, if you're the one creating all this negative emotion for yourself, and you have all these beliefs that you don't like, why would that feel good? The reason it feels good is because I know that I have control over that. And if I am the one causing it, I can stop. I can release it. Now, that doesn't mean it happens immediately, and that's fine. See, for me, this is huge. This is the biggest, I'd say, transformation that have gone through to date. So it's huge. So it's going to take me time. Now, beating myself up about it and saying, oh, you made all of these mistakes. You're the one who caused all your hurt feelings. You know what I mean? How stupid and stuff. That doesn't help me at all. But it's a beautiful thing that I have found my beliefs and my thoughts that are holding me back, because now I can change it. If somebody else is to blame for the way I feel and the things that happen to me and my feelings, my thoughts, I have no control. If somebody else is to blame, if somebody else is in control, somebody else causes my feelings, I can't do anything about that. So what's beautiful about finding out what your thoughts, your beliefs are, whatever it is that is causing you the pain, you are in control, which means you have the power to release it. Doesn't mean that you have to. It means that you can. And knowing that you are in charge and that you have the power and that you get to decide how you show up, how you feel, how you think, then you take your power back and you are in control. It's so tricky. We are taught from, here is a belief. So, when you were in grade school or kindergarten or preschool, probably even, somebody probably told you that you hurt somebody's feelings. Probably told you should apologize for hurting their feelings. You don't want to hurt so-and-so's feelings. Or that somebody else hurt your feelings. Oh, did so-and-so hurt your feelings? And it's innocent. So we are taught to believe, sorry, my arm is itchy and it's making the phone shake. So we are taught to believe that other people hurt our feelings and that we can hurt other people's feelings. That is a very, very strong belief that most of us have. Hell, it's what I believed for most of my life. But once you see that you are in control, you're the one hurting your feelings, you're the one causing this negative emotion inside yourself, the anger, the frustration, the joy, the happiness, everything you're experiencing, you are creating. So not only are you creating your own sadness and frustrations and anger, you're also creating all the good stuff. All the happiness, the joy, the laughter, all of it, all the love. It's a belief that we have been taught to believe. It is a thought that has been practiced over and over, and we have been exposed to for, our whole lives, that other people can hurt our feelings and we can hurt somebody else's feelings. Now, this doesn't mean you should go out and be a big jerk and not care about how other people feel. And for most people, they're not going to do that. But this is an invitation to take your power and own it. Now, there are times I definitely want to feel negative emotion. And I recognize I'm in negative emotion. And I am honest with myself that I'm creating it and I could create something else if I wanted to. And then I choose to stay in the negative emotion. For instance, when my husband's grandma died, I knew that I was creating my emotion by my thoughts about how much I was going to miss her, how much I love her, all the things my kids are going to miss with her being gone. I was creating all of those feelings, and I owned it, and I was honest with myself, and I chose that I wanted to be sad. And most people would agree that that's appropriate, but you don't need anybody's permission to feel whatever you want to feel. If you want to feel mad, great, feel mad. But be honest with yourself that you are creating it and you are not mad because somebody else's actions or behaviors or words or any situation that's going on. It's always your thoughts. And a belief is just a thought practiced over and over. So if you start practicing the thought that nobody can control your feelings, and you practice it, and you practice it, and you practice it, and every time you think, oh, so-and-so made me so mad, and then you go, oh, wait a minute, no, I'm creating my feelings here. That person does not have the power. Okay? Then you do it again, you do it again, you do it again, you do it again. And then that is going to be your belief. So I'm just in the middle right now. I'm still practicing my belief that other people don't hurt my feelings. That is okay. I'm not going to beat myself up for not being there yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to allow myself to keep practicing. Oh, so-and-so hurt my feelings. I'm upset because this happened, because that guy didn't use their blinker, which really I told my husband, I was like, that's probably going to be the hardest thing for me to let go of, is that other people's driving habits don't make me angry. I have cleaned up my words with my road rage, and I don't get super angry anymore, but man, I get frustrated. But anyway, I digress, and I don't really even remember what I was saying before that. Oh, I am in the middle of changing my belief. Now, I thought I had changed my belief, but it's popping up now, and I see that I have not really completely changed my belief, but that is okay. I am practicing my new thoughts, and actually they're not new thoughts, but so I'm practicing the belief that other people aren't in control of my feelings. So anytime that I say, oh, I'm mad because of that, I'm mad because of him, I'm mad because of her, whatever it is, that's an opportunity for me to be honest with myself, to reel it back in and be like, well, okay, well, actually, like I'm the one who's creating all of my own feelings. And then that reinforces that thought. And eventually that's going to become my like natural belief, my habitual belief. So take some time when you're in the shower or driving or whenever you have time to think about some of the beliefs that you have that maybe you don't like. Maybe they're not serving you. Maybe you want to believe something else. Maybe it's about a relationship, a job, your weight, all the things that I've mentioned in this video. What are the beliefs? If you are brave enough to share some of your beliefs or some of your, situations that you think are causing your feelings, I would love to hear them. You can comment on them below. But yeah, so this is just now is an invitation for you to kind of think about those things. What beliefs do I have? Do I like those beliefs? Do they serve me? Maybe you want to start practicing something else. If you guys have any questions or anything about this, I know this is kind of a tricky concept, and I know I haven't been on here like super long, and I haven't covered everything. But if you have questions about it, please feel free to comment on this, and I will be happy to answer your questions. If you like anything that you've heard, if you share this video, I'd be forever grateful. It just really does help me reach people that I don't already have in my circle. And it helps me reach the people that, thank you, Vicky. Really helps me reach the people who need this message and who I'm meant to be reaching. So I would appreciate all your guys' love. Thank you so much for everybody who came on tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I feel like super happy that I am getting to share this with you. I hope that it helps some of you with the stuff you're going through. It feels super vulnerable, so sometimes I don't feel super awesome about it, but always after my Facebook Lives, I feel really good, and it's actually really freeing. So I'm happy to be able to take what's going on for me and help you apply it to your life. If any of you guys are interested in learning more about what I do or what coaching is like, it is really helpful to have somebody on the outside looking in who's not emotionally attached to your stories, your beliefs, your situations, to really just kind of pull out the facts. And I am giving away 100 life strategy sessions while I'm doing my 100-day Facebook Live challenge. I did not look to see what day I'm on today, but I think it's in the 20s for sure. I know I'm somewhere in my 4th week, I'm in the 3rd week leading up to the 4th. Anyway, doesn't matter. So if you're interested in a life strategy session, it's a 60-minute phone call. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation for it. This is my way of giving back for allowing me to take up so much time and space on your Facebook feed, because I know our time is precious and I really appreciate it. And I like to give back. So this is giving me so much that I didn't expect, and I want to extend that out to 100 people. So if you're interested, hit me up on Facebook, or you can send me an email at rebecca@inspiredactionspersonalcoaching.com, and I will be back tomorrow, my friends. I hope you guys all have an awesome night and have a great Monday. It's a belief that Mondays are hard. You don't have to believe it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.